And good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending upon where you are. For me, it is afternoon. It was busy streaming until noon today, and got about 4.5 hours of sleep today since then, so I should be ready to go with this, right? Well, let's take a look and see. All right, we've got place for one here, and one of these three are going to be one down here. So tag those. One of these four here, three there, and five over here. And then I've got three in the remaining square. And now let's look for twos. One of these two is going to be a two, because I've got a two here, and no way to put one in here, so in this block or square, it's got to be these three. Got twos in these two columns, so in this block, a square, it's going to be one of these three again. How about over here? No help. Here we've got these three because I've got a two here and two down here. Over here, got just the one in the middle column that's blocking us. And so all of these are possible. Okay, for now anyway. Threes. Go work at the bottom first. Let's get these. There's nothing nothing in the columns for either of the squares on the. Oh, my mistake. There is one in the center column of that one. So we get to use that or reference that as well. And the others. And the one comes into play again in that square. And let's see. Oh, not a two, three. There. Here we don't have anything in columns or rows. Scrolling back here, we've got the three down here blocking these two square or cube cells. So one of those three, and we've got one in the middle column again of the left row or left column square. Okay, fours. One of them. Oh, not a. Getting ahead of myself if I'm putting this a solution in there because I don't have enough clues about it yet. Okay, I've got two possibilities for four here, and here we've got four possibilities for five. No, five. Okay, here we've got four, and over here we've got those. We got two fours in the or fours in the column or in the rows. So just these three square or cells in this square that we can populate with possible for five or four. Yeah, and then we've got three possible fives here. Over here we've got four possible fives. Up here we've got four as well. Three in this one square. Four in this square. We've got a five over in the bottom row of the far left center or far right center square. I got all of these are possibles. And we got three. Okay, sixes in all three squares in the top, all three squares on the right. So we've got two possible here, two here as well. Here we've got three possibilities, and we've got four possibilities in the square. and that covers all of them. Okay, 5. No, it gets 5. So just put in 6s, so we're at 7s at this point. We get 2 possibilities for 7 there. 2 here. We've got a 7 down at the bottom. 4 possibilities here for the moment. 4 here as well. Just different 4s. Here we've got 2 possibilities, and that tidies up a couple. These 2 can't be, since we've got just these 2 in this square now. This one is a 7. The others that I marked as possible are. This one becomes not a 7, and this one is a 7. All right, so we got those 2 there, and it looks like we got the same 2 positions here as well. Okay, 8. We've got an 8 here, because both these columns are populated, as is this top row, and this is the only one that's available. One of these 2 will be 8, don't know which yet. One of these 2 will be 8. Likewise, one of these 2, and we've got 3 possibilities. Square. Right, 9. We've got 3 possibilities in this square, because we've got one in the center column and one in the bottom right. Here we've got 4 possibilities, because of this one in the left column. We get 3 possibilities up here. Actually, take it back. We've got 2 possibilities, because the 9 here works with these 3 to say that the 9 has to be up in this top row of the square. And this one's going to be a 9. All right, now let's see if we can tidy other things up further. We got a standalone 4 here. In the square, we've got 1 and 2. There's a 3 in the row. We've got 5, 6, 7 in the square. Do I have an 8 anywhere? Ah, yes, 8s are locked into these 2 in this row, or in this row, in the square. So we're left with a 9 as a possibility, and we've got 9 in the row as well. So that's a 4. Not a 4, not a 4, not a 4, but I'm missing something else here. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these has to be in. Clean up these 4s that they're not disturbing us. We've got a 9 already in the center column, so one of these 2 is going to be a 9. And we'll probably get to clean up this one of these 3, probably in this square, if I'm not too far mistaken. All right. However, these 3 possibilities of 3 mean that there can't be a 3 elsewhere in the row. So that turns this one into a 3. Not a 3. Got 7, 3, and 2, 3 here. A lot of help there at this moment. We got the standalone 1 now. Does that help us at all? Or can we verify it? So we got a 2, 3, 4, 5 in the row. What a 6. Got a these 2 are going to be 6s, because we got a 6 blocking these 2 cells. The 2 blocking this cell, but that means that one of these 2 has to be 6, so this can't be 6. We get a 7, 8, and 9 in the row, so 1, or in the column, I should say. Tidy up the 1s. That turns this one into a 1. This one looks like it became a 6. We can now show that we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the row. We've got a 7, 8, and 9, or 7 and 8 in the column, and a 9 in the row as well. So that becomes a 6. Clean up the 6s. And over here we've got a 6 now. Only thing in here anything in the square that can be a 6. So mark that. I'll get some 1s to clean up. Another 6 to clean up. See, 5, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5, 3, 5, 3 in the row. That means we can take care of the 5 3s in the square, perhaps, or not so fast. Here we go. We've got 8 here and here, blocking everything up here, and we've only got one cell that can be an 8, and that's going to be there. So down here, this becomes an 8. This loses its 8. So we get a 9, 3, 9, 3. So no place else do I have a 9 or 3 in that row. Over here, we've got this 5 standalone, and looking at the row it's in, that's it. So that's a 5. So we've got a 7 here, but the 4 and the 1 are in the row, or in the column. And they're the only other things that could be here, so that's a 7. That becomes not a 7. This becomes not a 7. Not a 5 here or here. Looks like this is now a 7. Anything preventing that from that? Nope. So that's going to be a 7. Clean up this 5 up here. 8 and 4, or 8 over here. Got a 1 down here as well. That's become an issue. So this one looks like it's now going to be a 4. Let's check it. In the row we've got 1, 2, or a column, I should say. In the row we've got a 3, 5, 6 in the and 7 in the square, 8 and 9 in the columns. Yes, a 4. Down here we've got a 3 going through the same process. 1, 2 in the row or in the column. 4 in the row, 5 in the column, 6 in the square, 7 in the square, 8 in the column, 9 in the row. So that becomes a 3, not a 3, not a 3, not a 3, so that's a 9. Oop, no, it can't. Something's wrong with that. Okay, so I jumped the gun somewhere. I'm going to suspect that maybe I put a 1 someplace. No, 1's where it's supposed to be. Come back and take a look at that in a little bit. Let's go with the 3 here. 4. We got an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair. 3, 4, 3, 3, not a 4 here. 4 here. That becomes a 5. 2. Nope. Something's wrong here. This is not a 4. One of these two has to be an 8. So we'll make this one the 8. And at 8, 8, 1, 8, 1 in this row. Actually, 8, 1, 6 in all 3 squares, which is not necessarily a good thing. That turns this into an 8. These two remove. That becomes an 8. 4. 3. And that locks 3 down there. Okay, we have to go back further. I'm going to start over, leaving the counter or the clock running. And instead of working from the 1 up, we're going to work from the 9 down. We get a 9 here, possible 9s here and here, possible 9 here, here, here. 9 already in that square. One of these 3 can be, or 4 can be a 9. One of these 3 up here can be a 9, and one is 2, and one of, then this one's going to be 9. All right, let's look at 8s. We got an 8 here. These 2 are blocked from being an 8, so that becomes an 8. One of these 2 will be an 8. I'm looking at that 816 again. There's a 6 there, and one of these 2 has to be a 1. So that becomes an 8. I'm not going to fight with that too much more at this point. One of the, well, over here we've got 8, not an 8, 8 possibles. 8s in these 4 possible squares. One of these 2 will be an 8, which means these 2 cannot be. Got an 8 fixed in there. Got 4 possibilities for 8 in the square. Until we narrow it down some, we're not going to clean up these at all. 7s, we've got 2 possible 7s here. 1 or 2 possible 7s here now, and a 7 here. Let's see, up here we've got 2 possibilities. 7 there, and a solved 7 there. Here we've got 2 7s. So we're up to 6s. There's 6 there. Says this can't be a 6, neither can be this, so this is one of these 2 is going to be a 6. 5, a 6. That means one of these 2 will be a 6. Don't know which yet. I've got 3 possibilities here and 4 possibilities here. Otherwise, all the 6s have places that they can be. 5. Got a 5 here. 1 here as well. It narrows it down to 2 possibilities. No, 3 possibilities. 5 here. And 3 here as well. Over here we've got 3 possibilities. And here we've got kind of wide open, it looks like. All of these, well, yeah, all of these are possibly fine. Here we don't have anything blocking the columns, so just the 1, 5 over there blocking that cell, so there's 4 possibilities there, and 4 here. Three possibilities there. Okay, now we're up to 4s. We got 3 possible 4s here. We got a 4 in this column and in this column. This becomes a 4. That means one of these 2 is a 4. One of these 2, and there's a 4 in this column, so this is 4. One of these 2 is going to be a 4, and I've got 4 possibilities over here. Okay, we're down to 3s and 2s and a few 1s yet. So let's see, 3s. Got a 3 here, which forces this one to become a 3 because these cells are blocked, and has to be again something other than the same row that 3 and the other one is in. So it has to be that one. This one has to be, becomes a 5. And tidy up some 5s as a result. One of these 3 will become a 3. 6, a 3. These 3 will be a 3. And those are the only ones that can be in there. So we've got 2 possibilities for 3 here. got 3 possibilities here and a 5 to clean up. Down here, we've got 3 possible places for 3. And it looks like 4 possibilities of anything else blocking squares in those. Okay, now we're down to 2. Let's see, one of these 2 is going to be a 2. One of these 2 is going to be a 2. Here we've got a 2 in the square. So one of these 4, 5 is going to be a 2. Here we've got 2 in that row, so one of these 3 is going to be a 2. Down here we've got nothing preventing any of these from being 2 at this point. Here we've got 3 possibilities for a 2 as well. And now we just do the ones. One of these 3 is going to be a 1. The other 2 squares there are done. These 2 squares are done. One of these is going to be a 1. We'll be cleaning up immediately. One of these 4 is going to be a 5 is going to be a 1. I've got 3 possibilities here, and I've got this empty square here. Let's do a quick run through on this. We're hoping to see if we can fill it with 1. So I got a 2 and a 3 in the row. I've got a 4 in the column, another 5 in the row, 6 locked in down here, so that can't be a 6. Got a 7, 8, and 9 in the column, so this is definitely a 1. So we'll tidy up that 1, tidy up these 2 ones. There's only one place for a 1 in this square, so we'll go with that. So we got a 5, 7, 5, 2, 2, 3, 7, 3 there, 5, 3 here. Okay. Down here we've got that 3 again. So, but we've got different numbers elsewhere. So let's tidy or check this one for whether it's going to be a 3 or not. We got a 1, 2 in the row or column, 4 in the row, 5 in the column, 6, 7 in the square, 8, 9 in the rows is a 3. Not a 3 there or there. Check the 5 as well. Oh, clean up the here. I got a 1, 2, or 1 in the row, 2 in the column, 3 in the square, 4 in the row. Looking for 5, 6, 7 in the column. Don't see an 8 mark. So let's give. Oh, I take it back. There is a high likelihood this is going to be an 8 because I've got an 8 in the column already. So that's go ahead and tag that as an 8 or mark that as an 8 because it is. I've got a 5 or a 9 in the column here, so this is now a not a 9, not a 9, or not a 5, not a 5, not a 5 here. Cleanups on aisle 8. And this 5 up here can go back to being just a 4 and a 3. Okay, so we have this standalone 9 here. In the row, I've got a 1 in the column, 2, 3, 4 in the row, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 9 is a pretty sure thing. I thought something else was going to be a 9 earlier, so that came back to bite me, and we're doing the merry chase here. So here we've got a 1, and everything else fits in the top row. Not 1 in there. 2, 6, 2, 6 makes this into a 5. That turns this into a 3. This becomes a 2. So now I've got a 7, 6, 7, 6 pair in the column. There's a 5 here and a 9 here. Clean up the 5 here. This one becomes a 5. So now we've got 7, 3, 2, 5 quad. 5. It's cleaned up. Clean up 7 here. Not good enough to work. Clean up that 2. Okay, 2, 6, 2, 6 here means this is a 5. This becomes a 2. The only cell in the square that can be a 2 now. That's an 8. This becomes a 6 and a 7. Not an 8 here means this is a 4. So clean up the 4s here. Clean up the 6s over here. Because this is going to be a 6 now. This becomes a 4, 7, and 1. Clean up this 4 and this 1. This becomes a 3 and 4. This becomes a 3, not a 8 and 9. That turns this into a 4, 8, and 9. 7, 6, 2 here. Not 1, 2. 1, 2, 6. And it took us 26 minutes today. Got stuck in a false trap where I think I had put a 4 in the wrong place early on and couldn't figure out where to put it or what was going on. So backed everything out, but 26 minutes, 9 seconds for the puzzle is still not bad. Not great for a medium puzzle, but it is what it is. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day.